It started with a PDF file circulating on WhatsApp. Of the 180 questions in it, nearly 135 appeared in the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test we call NEET UG examinations that was held on 3rd of May. The PDF file said to be a guess paper, which is now the subject of a probe by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The National Testing Agency, the NTA, which conducts the NEET UG, has cancelled the examination, leaving more than 22 lakh aspirants who appeared for it in the lurch. But how was this alleged leak orchestrated, and who are the key players? I will come to that, but first let me give you a brief gist of what has happened. According to sources, a central agency first came across the PDF on 7th of May. Its contents set off alarm bells, reviving fears of yet another NEET UG leak scandal after the one in 2024. What is different this time is that despite the leak being established in 2024, the exam was not cancelled, while the authorities termed it as an isolated incident of malpractice. But this time it has been cancelled. A source said that while the paper was not cancelled last time, the government did it now because it did not want to take any chances this time. Who is behind the leak and how it happened remains a matter of investigation, but prima facie it appears to follow the same template as that of the 2024 leak. The Special Operations Group, that is the SOG in Rajasthan, it is learnt, has questioned nearly 24 aspirants and arrested several people before the case was transferred to the CBI, which then took custody of the suspects. Among them are people who allegedly received the leaked paper and those who sold it. Sources said that the papers were allegedly sold for between Rs 15 lakh and Rs 20 lakh. Among those arrested are Dinesh Biwal, a local member of the Bharatiya Janata Party Yuva Morcha, the youth wing of the BJP, and his brother Mangilal Biwal. Their alleged role? According to the preliminary probe, Biwal procured the question paper for Rs 15 lakh from a Gurugram-based career counsellor named Yash Yadav, who had allegedly obtained it from a Nasik resident Shubham Khernar, both of whom have been arrested. Interestingly, Biwal had allegedly procured the question paper from Yadav even last year, and all 4 candidates from his family qualified in the examinations, a source confirmed to ThePrint. This year, Biwal allegedly procured the question paper on 29th of April, which is 4 days before the scheduled NEET examination on 3rd May. But how did it all begin? The CBI has so far zeroed in on one Dhananjay Lokhande from Pune, who allegedly got hold of a physical copy of the paper and then shared it with Shubham Khernar in Nasik via a courier. Lokhande was tracked and so was Khernar. It was from Khernar that the chain moved forward, with the paper allegedly being sold to a career counsellor in Gurugram and then to people in Rajasthan, sources said. From there, it allegedly began circulating in WhatsApp groups, including one group identified by the investigators, before spreading further. As mentioned earlier, this is not the first time the NEET leak has made headlines. The examination was last under scrutiny in 2024 when a probe by the Bihar Police Economic Offences Unit exposed gaps in the process that enabled an organized gang to compromise the system. The probe was later handed over to the CBI, which registered a case and arrested 48 people, including a dozen students and suspected gang members initially taken into custody by the Bihar EOU. But what had happened in the 2024 leaks and how was it executed? It was found that the trunks containing the NEET question papers were brought to the Hazaribagh school, whose principal was the city coordinator for NTA. These trunks were kept in the control room in the morning of 5th May 2024, that is the exam day. Minutes after the trunks arrived, the principal and the vice principal unauthorizedly and illegally allowed access to the room where the trunks were kept to the mastermind. Now, it was also found that in Hazaribagh, which was the exam center, an envelope with the question paper inside was tampered with. And that is how it all blew and came into the notice of the agency. And this was coupled with lapses on the part of the courier company, that is Blue Dart, and the State Bank of India, which led to the leak. That is not all. The tampered envelope was used at the OSS school in Hazaribagh, and the leaked question paper seized by the EOU from a play school in Patna matched entirely with the T3 set of the question paper. Now, the CBI gave a clean chit to NTO officials claiming there was no evidence of their involvement in the question paper leak, but it was the local network and local gangs that were behind this. The tip-off about the leak had come minutes after the NEET examination began on 5th May 2024, prompting Patna police to launch a probe in the matter. Preliminary findings indicated that suspected gang members had taken at least 35 aspirants to a play school in Patna's Khemnichak locality, where they were allegedly given access to the question paper in advance so they could memorize the answer key. Over the course of its investigation, the CBI found that the question paper had been stolen from the trunk at an examination center. The CBI later arrested one Pankaj Kumar, a civil engineer from NIT Jamshedpur, for allegedly stealing these question papers from that trunk. Terming the leak as an isolated incident, Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan had then said, "It is unfair to hold hostage the career of those candidates who have rightfully cleared the exam because of some isolated incidents of malpractice. I take full responsibility and anomalies in the system will be rectified." But following the 2024 leak, the BJP-led government constituted a high-level committee of experts headed by former ISRO chairman K. Radhakrishnan to recommend reforms in the examination process and strengthen security protocols. In its October 2024 report submitted to the Education Ministry, the committee presented a detailed set of recommendations. But nearly 2 years later, several of its key recommendations remain only on paper. How this leak was planned and executed and the total amount of money involved remains the matter of investigation. We are tracking the story closely. Keep following us for more detailed reports. Thank you for watching.